Hello and welcome to this video. This is me and this is Don, who is my client, and we are going to Wichita Falls, Texas for the starting strength seminar. I am going there to maintain my certification, which is a requirement for me to go every 2 years. And Don, who has been lifting with us for around 3 years, wanted to see how the seminar is like and wanted to have a full starting strength experience. Enjoy the video. We are in Changi Airport. Now it's 1 o'clock. I'm with Don right now and we are going to the seminar, starting strength seminar. The travel plan is that we are taking Japan Airlines. We are going to Tokyo and then we will transfer to Dallas. So we will keep you updated for the whole seminar. See you guys there. Yeah. We started our journey at 2 a.m. It was a 7-hour flight to Japan. We have 1 hour transit in Haneda before proceeding to the 12-hour flight to Dallas.
Welcome to the US. After 20 hours of flight.
So we took the car and then we visited 2 gyms. One gym is like 15 minutes away from the airport. It is called Janacek Strength and Conditioning, and the owner John has been a good friend with Sean for many years. And then we drive to Dallas, where we visited a starting strength franchise gym that is owned by Brent Carter. Brent has been in a few of the starting strength videos. We stayed there for around an hour to see how the session is being conducted by Brent. And then we continue our journey, 2.5 hour drive to Wichita Falls, Texas, where we did some BJJ and then some shooting. Special thanks to Nick, who hosted us in his gym and also gave us some instruction for the shooting. Thanks, Nick. It's the day of the seminar and we are walking to the Wichita Falls Athletic Club.
It's a hot day today.
Oh, it's really hot.
Very hot and very dry, but well, there's no sweat.
It's really dry. So the seminar will start at 5, but the check-in time is starting from 4, right?
Yep.
So this is 4 o'clock right now. The hotel is 5 minutes away from the venue of the seminar, and we are going to check in right now. We are here. How's your feeling?
Well,
Finally,
it's pretty surreal to come to the holy grail of starting strength.
the mecca of
The
starting.
mecca of starting strength, yeah.
All right, let's go in. So we went into the gym and we checked in, and when we start, we saw the man himself, Mark Rippetoe, giving us lecture and his welcome to the seminar. To make it easy to follow, let me just take a snapshot of how the schedule is like for these 3 days of seminar. There's not too much action happening on the first day. There are no lifting, but on the second and the third day, all the participants are expected to lift and also coach. So to start off the first day, the first lecture is about coaching itself and the tools that we need while we are coaching. So a little bit of physics and a little bit of physiology was discussed during this first evening. Another thing to mention is that you can complete this seminar 2 different ways. You can just participate as a lifter and you will need to coach, or you can opt in to be certified as a starting strength coach. The only difference for this second option is that you will be evaluated for the coaching portion while you are in the platform. So on day 2, we started at 8 a.m. This is Steph taking the squat lecture portion. This squat lecture is a 2.5 hour long lecture of very deep information and understanding about squat. I'm sure that there's no other organization in the world that can talk about squat for 2.5 hours.
The cerebral spinal fluid is circulating to the brain actually mitigates it. We have less of the difference across vessels. Push all the way
When you join the seminar, you will learn each lift with this kind of structure. You will first listen to the lecture, and then after that, you will go to the platform where the platform coach is going to teach you how to do and coach the lift itself.
Thing number one is your butt is going to touch the back wall. All right, you got to reach all the way to the back wall, try to touch the back wall. Thing two, the middle of your chest is going to touch the floor in between your feet. All right, so at the same time that your butt's going back, your chest is trying to touch the floor. Third thing is you're going to shove your knees out with your elbow. All right, now
once that's done, you will be divided into a group of 3 to 5 lifters, and there will be a starting strength staff coach that is attached to you. They are basically your main teacher in that group. So say that there are 5 persons in your group. So person number 1 will coach person number 2, person number 2 will coach person number 3, and so on and so forth, and person number 5 will continue to coach person number 1. You will start from the teaching progression, and then you will start to increase the weight up until you do the working set for 3 sets of 5. And the cool thing about being in the seminar is that Rip is around and observing, so you can see him coaching in person as well.
Then you're going to take your other hand, put it under his ass, and pull it up like that. No, really. That's what you do. So he understands the exaggeration. Because if it's not processing, just with the instructions and cues to drive your ass, you're going to have to demonstrate it.
The squat session ends at about 1:30 p.m. and then we get a 1 hour break, and then it is followed by the pulling lecture. So this lecture is taken by Rip himself, and it combines the lecture for both the deadlift and for power clean that we will do on Sunday. Once that's done, the process is going to be similar with the squat. We will listen to how we can teach the deadlift, and then we will do it in practice in our own group. Don here is doing his deadlift warm-up while the young man on the gray t-shirt is trying to coach him. For the normal participant, the staff coach is going to be very involved in coaching you. So they will make sure that you can understand all of the lifts and able to do it properly.
But something doesn't look right. So I step back, I look at it, and I'm like, oh, so these toes are.
Now, another incentive in joining the seminar is that you will be coached by Rip. He will go around the room and coach your last work set on every single lift. Well, if Rip doesn't say much like this, it means that you are doing a pretty good job. So, good job, Don. The last portion of day 2 is the bench press. I didn't really record the lecture portion, but what I want to mention over here is that during the platform portion, normally the staff coach is going to explain how do you teach each lift twice. Once in a slow, detailed manner, and the second one is how you can teach your lifter. So this is the example of how you can teach the bench press in a fast format.
Angle your hands in towards each other, exactly like that, and then clamp down. Good. Okay. Shoulders back, chest out, and lock the elbows out. Carry the bar to directly over the shoulder joint and hold it there. Steve, take your eyes and move them on the ceiling, and I want you to notice where the barbell is in your periphery. This forms a target that you will return the bar to with every rep at the top. The target at the bottom of the bench will be where I touch, which is going to be about right here. So take a big held breath of air in, touch that spot on your chest, and then return the bar back to that spot on the ceiling. And repeat again. Breath in, touch,
I cut a little bit of the front portion of this video, but if you are an efficient coach, you can teach each lift within just a few minutes like this.
If you are coaching a lot of this, then what happens? You do things and you get coached.
So that's the end of the day 2 of the seminar. We went off at 8 p.m. that night, and a few people from the seminar decided to hang out at the local brewery. They have an Oktoberfest event, and this is Coach Cam Cox from North Carolina. He joined this kind of beer holding contest, and he won. Day 3 is the last day of the seminar, and we start the day by doing power cleans. There are a few different sections in the power clean. So the first one, we teach the hanging position, the rack position, and the jumping position. From there, the lifters need to do a jump and catch with an empty barbell. Normally, we will stop it there and allow the lifters to try it in their own groups. So sometimes you will get lifters that is not able to do power clean because of the shoulder issue and maybe other things. So what you do is you can do power snatch instead of the power clean. And then the second part is where you do the power clean from a position lower than your jumping position. So you start to lower it to below your knees, and then to the middle of the shin, and then do a jump and catch with that. Finally, you will start to do power cleans from the floor, and you will start to warm up and increase the weight up to your working weight. Again, for this lift, Rip will go around the room and give you feedback for the lifts. One of the most common problem in the power clean is the arm bend during the pull, which Don shows over here. So for this lift, Rip was spending quite a bit of time with Don in order to get the arm to be straight during the pull.
At the top of the pull, wrong. Elbows, straight elbows. You have to go through that position to do a clean. Everybody has to do that same thing. Bend. You feel them? You feel them bend? Yeah. Fix it. I can't fix it for you. You have to fix it. No? You feel it? Yeah. You're going to have to work on that. All right, who's here?
The last lift in the seminar is the overhead press. Brent was giving the tutorial in how to learn the overhead press, and he also teach the press with the bounce to add a little bit of momentum at the start of the press itself.
Give me as much chest up as you can. Lift your chest. Wait, hold on. Lift your chest to the ceiling. There we go. Put your eyeballs forward. See the top of the shelf over there? All right. Squeeze your abs. Squeeze your quads.
Here I'm showing Caleb, one of the participant of the seminar who wants to become a starting strength coach. So I think that he was doing a pretty good job in the seminar in noticing the form errors for the lifters and being able to fix the lifter quickly.
What did we introduce? Was it too high? A moment on it. Between here and here. Okay, just slightly in front of the bar. All right, go and get it fixed and finish the set. So go ahead and take your just a small. There you go. Right there. Working too hard. You still do a big bounce with your elbows not.
Once the press session is over, we move on to the programming lecture that is conducted by Nick. Here I'm showing you a t-shirt that was drawn by Ellie, which is like a summary of the programming lecture itself. Nick was very amused and everyone likes the t-shirt. And the final session of the seminar is the question and answer. So all of the seminar staff and Ripato is sitting down in front and receiving questions from everyone inside the room. This panel consists of very experienced and knowledgeable coaches. So if you have bad questions that are too easy, then this doc can answer your question instead. So that's it. That's the end of the seminar. I hope this video is interesting and can give you motivation to come to the seminar as well. See you next time.